Hey, what's up, guys? I hope you're good today. I hope God has been good to you. I hope you have had a better start this year, and I hope everything is working out for good in your life. And yes, I thought of hopping in here because I actually have some space away from my son. He's asleep. And anytime from now, mnaweza sikia tu kwa background, mommy, mommy, mommy. But I am thankful, and I think these hours or these minutes I get when he's asleep are so dear to me because I actually have some space. Yes, so I hope you all will say, hamtadhani mimi ni mama mbaya by saying that, but I feel like sometimes they are all over us and all over us, and they take, it's like sometimes it's draining, but I really appreciate every moment and each minute. So today I was thinking about this issue, gender based violence and women rights. And actually, I don't want people to get me wrong. I myself, I am a feminist, and I really, really, really do uh, I am really against violence against women, any kind of violence, be it emotional, physical, um, any assault, any violence towards women. I am against it because I am a woman myself. But I was thinking from this point of view that sometimes a woman will come up because, us, I don't know why, but women have this power of influence. Sorry, women have this power of influence, and women can they can elicit an emotion from us, and we can make uh judgment wrongly. We can base our judgment from a wrong point. This is what I'm trying to say before you all get me wrong. I was thinking of this. What if sometimes in the process of defending women rights, we are abusing men, or we are being unfair, we are not doing justice to men? So there's this incidents we had, or there's this incidents I saw in my area here where a woman is so aggressive, and this woman will gaslight the husband. This woman will start fights, actually start physical fights, because anaweza kimbia akapiga mwanaume na kitu, and and um and she will start screaming when the husband is like, move out of the way, I will hit you. Or if the husband slaps them. I am not advocating for any violence, please do not get me wrong, but I feel like sometimes while defending these movements, or um, while defending these movements or organizations, we should not our judgment should be right. Our judgment should be right, or we should have an information before we make conclusions. And I'm telling you this, for example, we have two people in a relationship, and the woman is the aggressor. She will fight, she will pick fights, and make sure anafanya everything so that the husband can react. And in the process, I am using an example. In the process of maybe wameanza fight, and then in the process, the woman will hit the man so hard, and ata react, because actually they are humans also. So ata react by like hit that woman back. And of course, I know there are people who will come to me and say, hey, what if you're a man, you should man up and walk away. Kuna mwanamke mwenye hata maybe anaweza simama tu kwa mlango na how usipite, they are just blocking your way. You know, there are women who can get on your nerves. And in the process of all that, a man will react and maybe they will hit that lady and then goes. And then the woman will speak up. The same woman who started the fight, the same woman who is the aggressor, the same woman who is the abuser will come and start saying, oh, he beat me, he beat me up, he does not respect me, look at me, you know, all that. And the man, which is in their nature, most of them do not speak up, kwa sababu akikuja aseme mwanamke alinichapa, ako like ai mimi wewe umekaliwa, ama watu watasema mimi nimekaliwa, you see. And then people or our society will listen to that side of the story of that woman and be like, start canceling this man, and then everybody will go against this man without knowing the full story. And then people throwing stone at this man, how he's not a man enough, how he's abusing women, and all that. And this man will be the villain, or the whatever that word. He will be demonized. He will be the one who is wrong and this woman is right, and everybody will sympathize with this woman. And these things happen. And as I was thinking about that, I was, if there is a way we can uh, balance, if there is a way we can also, like, in the process of defending women's rights, we should also know that men have rights too. In the process of canceling this man, have the full story before you cancel someone, before you throw stones at someone, because actually you will not say at women are you cannot say that women are harmless. If that is the case, then women, some women will not be locked up in jail because they killed their husband, because they assaulted someone. So we can have women who are abusers and we can have women who are aggressors. So as me, one of them who is an advocate of women rights, I defend women rights, and I am completely 100%, 1,000%, a million times percent against physical violence or violence against women. But in the process, let us also know that women can be wrong. Women can be abusers. And so when someone comes up with a story, it is so easy. By the way, most of the time, I can tell you for sure, most of the time, that person who speaks up first, I am not saying all of them, but I'm saying most of the time, that person who speaks up first, they do not necessarily mean that they have been abused. They might be the abusers who are just trying to manipulate and get sympathy from the society or from the crowd, you know. So it's not always that the first person to speak up has been abused or is the abuser. I'm trying to say that if we can get away of before we judge someone, we find out the true story. We find out the true story. And I can tell you, as women, to Shajua, the society will always take our sides. You see, we know that the society will be like, this is a woman, ufai kuchapa mwanamke, mwanamke mwenye anachapa, mwanaume mwenye anachapa mwanamke ni mama, and all that we know. So some of us, or some of these women out here, can take advantage of that and manipulate people into believing that they have been abused. In the actual sense, they are the abusers. So so that was my thought today, guys, that even as we are even as we are defending this movement, even as we are defending women's rights, in the process, let us not be um, devaluing men's rights or degrading men, or I don't know what right term to use, but my point is women can be abusers, and do not believe every story that comes out first, because actually si kuna scenarios zenye unapata a woman okay, let it be what ikwe like in both ways, but today I actually talked about this topic because of an incident that happened that has happened earlier that happened earlier. That is why I'm saying women. So men can be abusers, and we know it. But I'm speaking from the point of I saw a woman who was an abuser, and she tried to manipulate the neighbors and people, the community, into believing that she was abused and that the man is a demon, and, and all that. And it's not true. She's the aggressor, she's the abuser, she's all these things. She wants to gaslight people and all that. But I'm actually saying, sometimes it is hard, I know, because actually the first person who speaks up already unakwanga umesha form opinion. Mtu akikuja kwambia venye alichapwa, and then you can see a scar, and then they are crying, and then you have not heard this other person's side of story, and maybe they have decided they will keep quiet and they will not comment about it. It is very, very, very easy to form an opinion about that other person. Niko like, ai, huyo mwanaume ni mbaya, mwanaume mwenye anachapa bibi, mwanaume mwenye anafukuza bibi, mwanaume mwenye all these other things, because the first person who speaks up, they make us to form an opinion of the other person. Sometimes our opinions are wrong, sometimes our conclusions are wrong, sometimes we don't have the full tea, we don't have the full information. So actually, what I'm trying to say, guys, let us be careful. Let us, try to find out, tuangalie na 3D before we make conclusions, before we form opinions, before we demonize people, before we cancel people, because we might be wrong. That is what I had to say. Bye. Bye. Bye, y'all.